good evening. Tonight we are going to be doing in the hoop purse called FanFare. It has a slightly curved zipper. I'm doing a number 5 zipper. It will come with PDF templates to cut out all your pieces to make it easier. I have all my stuff ready. I'm gonna put a back pocket on it. I've cut my fabric. I'm doing the 7x10, which is really a 7x9.5. I cut my pocket. I think it's 6 inches deep, and I folded it over and used a two-sided sewing tape to hold down the flap, the edge, so I have a nice clean edge at the top. Okay, I have my number 5 zipper ready. I have my lining ready, and I have my back fabric. Okay, so, and I have my side tab. I have the tab, I have my vinyl, and I use applique twill. It has iron adhesive on the one side and it's twill on this side. I cut it the same size as my tab, and then I iron it on, and then I use the two-sided sticky tape just right here to hold it closed so my D-ring doesn't move around. Once again, this is applique twill. You can buy the little squares patches at like Walmart, Joann's, Hobby Lobby, and because you only need like 3/4 by 2 inch, 3 inch, okay? All right, so I have my no-show poly mesh hooped, and I'm gonna stitch the zipper placement. Okay, as you can see, it stitched the placement stitch. Okay, we're gonna take our zipper and we're gonna line up the zip, the actual zipper with the center, but it's a number 5. It fits perfectly right in between the top and bottom line there. So I'm going to tape the middle first, close to the edge, because I hate when it gets stuck in the stitch, which it does all the time. Okay, and I'm gonna pull my ends down and align them. We'll come back and get that in a second. So now we're gonna do the same over here, get my tab out of the way. Okay, got this lined up. Tape my tab down. A little bit of tape here, and I'm going to push this up and tape it down right there. I'm also going to take a little bit of tape and tape it down right there. Okay, we're going to do the same right here. And we're going to do the same right here. Okay, so we're going to have it all taped down, and then now we're going to tack it down. Okay. Okay, let's tack the zipper down. Okay. Okay, first off, we want to remove, before we do the lining, we want to remove this tape down here on the bottom at least, okay, to get it out of the way so it doesn't get stitched in when you do the lining, okay? So I'm going to put these little tapes here. Okay, now we're going to turn the hoop over and add the lining. Okay, so we have our hoop turned over. We're going to take our lining, and this is directional, as you can see. So I'm going to put it like this, and then I'm going to flip it up, and I'm going to tape it just below the bottom of the zipper here on both sides. Okay, kind of center it, and then get the snag out. Okay, and I'm going to tape it. Here, tape it there, tape it here, and tape it here, okay? Then we're going to turn it over. And this is where, if you're using a single needle, you may need to rotate your design so your zipper is not at the same side as where your actual arm is. Sometimes it makes it difficult for the linings. Not always, sometimes. So I'm going to take my lining, roll it up, and then tape it right here, and then send it to the machine to tack the lining down. Okay, it's stitched down the lining, and it did the placement for the first piece of vinyl. Now this very first one, we're gonna line up the edge right on the line and make the top of the zipper just right there on the zipper, because we're gonna cut that off in a minute, okay? So we just wanna put it just like that over the line and just up to the zipper and tack it down. Okay, it's tacked it down and it did the placement for the next applique. You're going to take this corner and top and line it right up, right on that stitch, just like that. Okay? Just like that. Make sure you're covering your stitch. Yep. And then you're going to tack it down. Okay, it's tacked it down and it did the placement stitch for the next piece of vinyl. And I think it's pink. And once again, we're going to put it right over this line. Make sure our top's there, covering our... This has got a crazy cut right there. Let me fix that. Don't know what happened there. Okay, so once again, we're going to match up our corner. Put it right over, right on the line, okay, just like this. And I'm gonna tape the bottom and a little bit of the top because the last one tried to move on me and I don't want it to move. So, put it there. And a little piece there. Okay, and now we'll tack it down. Okay, it's tacked it down and it did the placement for the next applique piece. I'm going to take off this little piece of tape there and reuse it on this next one. Same with this piece, maybe. Yep. Okay, now we're going to take this piece and match up our corner and the side here, right on the line. Okay. Get it? Yep, on the line. I'm going to tape it right there. And tape it here on the bottom. Then send it to be tacked down, okay? Okay, it tacked it down and it did the placement for the last one. Now the placement for the last piece, the placement line you're going to align it with is on the inside because I didn't want it outside the hoop. So you're going to take this and line it just over that line on the inside. See, not the tack down stitch, but there's a little line in there. You're going to match up your top and this seam or this stitch just like that. And I'm going to use this piece of tape and this piece. I'm going to realign it like that. And even though it doesn't look right up there, we're going to cut this too, okay? So there we go. We got it taped down, and now we're going to stitch it in place. Okay, it's tacked it all down. It's all nice and pretty. Now we're going to remove our tape from our lining, turn our hoop over, try to salvage all these little bits of tape I have everywhere. Okay, we're going to pull our lining down, tape it here, tape it there. Now I like to take my little side here and tape it so it's folded down as well. And I'll tape that there. And another piece right there. That tape will hold. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. I just make the kind of fold so it stays inside the line right here. You see, you know, you don't have to do this. I just like to. Whoops. Another piece of tape. And I want to make sure my bottom doesn't come up, so I'm going to tape it right there as well. Okay, and now we're going to tack it down. Okay, it's tacked on our lining, and it did a placement stitch right here for the side tab, so I'm going to tape this down there and then tack it down. Okay, it tacked this down. Next it would have did the tabs up here, but I don't want them, so I am skipping that step. I'm going to take my tape off here and there and here because I need to open my zipper. Okay. Okay, I'm going to open my zipper. And I'm going to take and tape my tab down. I'm going to remove the tape from up here as well. And I'm also going to trim that little piece of vinyl there that I said we're going to get rid of there. Tape that, or remove that too, okay? All right. Okay, I have all my zipper open. I'm going to actually take a little piece of tape and tape the ends of the zipper so it doesn't open. All right, here's my pocket, okay? I'm going to put my pocket and I'm going to line it up right with, like there. Where's the bottom? Yep, make sure I'm a 1/2 inch over the bottom. And I'm going to just put it like that. And I'm going to tape it because I do not want my pocket to move. Because then I'd have a crooked pocket. Okay. Now we will take our vinyl, our back piece of vinyl, right here. And we will take and place it face down, making sure you're covering the whole design, which I am, just like that. And then we'll tack it down. Okay, it's tacked down our pocket and our back vinyl. Now we're going to turn our hoop over. And I'm going to find my little scissors. I'm going to remove some tape. That tape can stay. We're going to cut away our lining from behind the zipper, so it's going to be this section right here, just above that middle line and below it, okay? So I'm just gonna make a little cut, maybe. Come on. Okay, there we go. Okay. Want to be careful you don't nick your fabric, your lining. Okay. There we go. Now we have that, and we are going to take our other piece of lining and we are going to place it face down the proper way, like that, and tape it in place and tack it down. Okay, it's all done. Now I like to remove the tape, and I forgot to change my bobbin to a white bobbin, gosh darn it. All right, let me remove all the tape and then take it out of the hoop. Okay, I want to show you something real quick. When you're doing the big bags and you're cutting your fabric, if you flip back your linings and you cut your fabric long ways like this, you know, and give it about, I don't know, 3/8 to a 1/2 inch is what I do. You cut it all the way long ways like this. Okay. You can take this piece of stabilizer in your big hoop in the center, just like that. Whoops, let it stick to your fingers. In the center, just like that. And, oh, mine came off center. Wait, hold please. There we go, like this. Pop it through the ends, or however your hoop is, and tape it to the hoop. Pull it tight and tape it to the hoop. And then you can use that strip right there and the piece from the bottom, and you can do your wristlet. Right there, just tape it in place and it works perfectly. So this piece of stabilizer isn't wasted. Yay! Okay, let me go back. That was just my tip for the day. Okay, and as you know, all right, I'm gonna cut this off. I just like about an inch, inch and a half lining left over like that. Usually I cut it on the cutting board, but okay, and then we're gonna angle in there. We're gonna angle in there. And we're just gonna cut around, okay? Go. It's all cut. Okay. Okay, now we're going to turn it right side out between the lining, I mean. And once again, depending on your vinyl, will determine how easy or not so easy it is to turn. This is parlor paper from My Punk Embroidery, and it's very easy to turn. And it's very pretty. Tuesdays is like customer appreciation day at mypunkbroidery.com. Thankful Tuesday. You can always get a discount, at least 20%. If you join our Facebook group, they tell you what it is, what the code is. And I tell you on my group too when I remember on a Tuesday. It's only on Tuesdays. Rabbit, where is my handy dandy? Darn it, Jim. Hold, please. Okay, I'm back. I couldn't find my paintbrush that I used to push out my corners. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to tuck this in, all in like this. And I am going to glue it because I tend to get the tape all over the place. Well, stuck everywhere except where it needs to be. So I will glue it. Okay, be right back. Okay, so tuck this all in like that. I have this is Fabric Fuse Quick Bond fabric glue. Oops, sounds like my little dog wants in. She wants to get in the window. Spoiled little dog. Okay, so let me, whoops. Okay, so we'll glue this, wonder clip it, and then I'll be back in about 5 minutes, okay? Need time to let the little dog in. Okay, I'm thinking it's probably dry enough. Now we're gonna untape our zipper here and open it all the way. And we're gonna turn it right side out between the back and the pocket. It's so springy. Need to make a wristlet now with that extra piece of stabilizer. Look at how sweet this is. Oh, it's so fun. There we go, FanFare. There's my pocket on the back. I'll put a snap there. There you go, Bob's your uncle.